the end of the hard point, but obviously hard to take anything away from that heading into a search and destroy. What are your thoughts?
Throwback is a very strong map for Tainted Minds as a whole, and it was interesting talking to Prodigy before this series. They even said themselves that Search and Destroy Throwback is a must-win for them. They feel as though if they don't get it, that can be the series done and dusted right there. And it makes you wonder what would have happened if they'd actually just pulled through in the end of that hard point and actually taken it out. They would be coming into this Search and Destroy where there's a lot of pressure, and it'd be a situation where, you know, it could be an easy 2-0 against Tainted Minds off the bat.
Yeah, this well could have been a 2-0. They definitely, well, Tainted waited till basically the end of the series to actually talk some smack back. It looks like basically Tainted probably will take this now. They've got that aggressive start.
I really feel like Prodigy need to win this one. I mean, going into an uplink after the S&D, sure, they've got some superstars on there for uplink. Gydra, we saw all throughout the Call of Duty World League Stage 1 and 2 last year. He dominated the uplink, even Killer Pie as well. Hopey, so-so, he was more of your hard point, and to a lesser extent S&D star, but I really think they need this S&D because Tainted Minds, the way they're playing, how they're coming hot off a W, Curry, I think if they get this one, they're looking good to take that uplink as well.
It is such a strong uplink for them as well. It's starting to actually look that way. Throwback Search and Destroy, changing up the pace. Nimble though, let's talk about him a little bit more. We saw him in the Unveil Nova series yesterday where it was all him that destroyed in that series. He's going to be, if anything, the one player to watch in this Search and Destroy. See if he can keep that momentum. He was winning so many engagements as it is in that previous one that you just can't imagine him not performing well.
No, I know. I just don't see it happening that basically Nimble chokes this map at all. Can we go on board with him off of the breakout, please? Actually, I'd like to see what he has to offer.
Nimble from Tainted Minds. It will be Tainted Minds actually on the defensive side. Now, Nimble, he does have that active camo and will be pushing towards, that's his payload at least, and we'll be looking for an engagement. Get tagged up though, wants to back out of this one. Prodigy Esports getting a good, decent amount of control of the middle of the map from the break. Round one, Kyle, how important it is getting that first round on the board.
It's huge, honestly, and I do really like the way that Tainted Minds are playing this. They've broken up with a nice sort of passive defense so they can work out what the team of Prodigy is going to do to them here.
Killer Pie draws first blood with that sniper rifle. Gydra follows him up with a headshot onto his former teammate Zeus, and Squism drops Denzen. Done and dusted. That one's in the books. Prodigy Esports, fantastic start.
Yeah, good aggression through middle. I was expecting to see sort of these more aggressive players come into Throwback, especially after we watched E United sort of just dominate by being incredibly fast. And I mean, that's something I spoke about with Hopey beforehand. He's about the aggression, and his team finally agrees with him now that he's off of Chiefs, and with a bunch of boys that sort of are listening to what Hopey has to say.
Using that E-Rad, Hopey was able to be aggressive. We saw them push in the middle of the map so quickly. Dens, let's see what he can do. K-Bar in hand towards the middle of the map. They're going to kind of follow what Prodigy did and get control into the middle of the map. Doesn't work out too well. Gydra drops damage. Dens, can he even it up? Doesn't spot the player. Gydra trades it out, and this is a fantastic start once again for Prodigy. Zeus, Nimble, not an ideal situation for them. Gydra gets another one. That's a 3-kill streak. He's going for the ace. Nimble, last one alive. Best of a bad situation is that he has the bomb at least.
I mean, it's not really much to work with, but I mean, I think we saw a really excellent push from Prodigy in middle, continuing that aggression. And I just don't think the ARs from Tainted Minds are really keeping up, especially when Nimble is really the only sort of focused, subby, sort of aggressive player.
He's the only one with kills on his kills on the board so far. No one from Tainted Minds has been able to pick up one of those all-important. Gydra 4-1 already. 30 seconds remaining. Like Nimble, he's in a very awkward situation. You can tell by the mini-map. Prodigy, they're sticking as a trio. They don't want to even risk losing a one-on-one gunfight. They're playing this one perfectly. If they roll as a unit, this is going to be an easy 2-0.
Yeah, definitely. I agree here. It's really way too late for Nimble to go for a plan. So he's just playing his life, probably working towards streaks, probably working towards his payload. Might be able to clutch up a kill here. This could be pretty interesting. Looks like he's caught the player off guard, but the round ends. Honestly, good plays from Nimble. He did the right thing. Yeah, he did the right thing. I mean, he worked towards streaks. He didn't really have to jump off the map because it wouldn't really make a difference as long as he denied the other team a kill. So he made the right play, I believe.
Let's watch Hopi off the break. Doesn't want to use that E-Rad. Sticking to the K-Bar, as it seems like Hopi's going to kind of be doing his own thing towards the field side. Doesn't spot anyone from Tainted Minds. Tainted Minds being aggressive this time. They're going to take a page out of the book of Prodigy and draw first blood. Squism is dead. But Gydru's still alive. He started off so strong. They need to drop him if they want to finish out the rest of this round. But now you see Prodigy starting to link up. Hope he made such a large push that he's got so much information for his team. Killerpie's already drawn 1 kill with the sniper rifle, and he's looking for more.
Yeah, it's nice. I think Hopi just picked up another kill there, so things are a little bit more evened up. We're back to a 3v3. Killerpie has a nice angle here. Hopefully one of the guys from Tainted Minds will aggress up.
No one really in his line of sight, though. Gydra wants to start to plan on getting this bomb down. Just going to suss out a few areas, and Prodigy Esports, they're in a good situation right now. They have a good setup. They've leveled it up to a 3v3, and what was looking like a great start from Tainted Minds is starting to crumble again.
Yeah, Tainted actually sat nice and really passively and just sort of waited for Prodigy to make an error again like they did in the hard point. But as soon as that bomb goes down, they instantly push up, and I do like those plays. Hopi and Zeus trade for Nimble, and it is now a 2v2 to finish this round.
Dens, Zeus, they have to go big, and Dens is going to clutch up with 1 kill. He spots Killerpie. He knows he's got a scope. What can KP do? Goes for 1 shot. Oh. Misses. Doesn't get time to get the second one off, and Zeus, all-important kill there. Dens jumps straight on the bomb. He didn't joke around, got straight onto it. That's a lot of trust in his teammate to win that gunfight.
Yeah, honestly, like, they made the right play. Tainted didn't have a choice but to get on bomb, because realistically, Killerpie should have just ran there. He took a shot from the same spot again against an AR that's within 4-bullet range. Just why? He could have easily ran up to top blue.
I was going to say, would you recommend instead making that rotation to top blue? Yeah,
I mean, he's got other ground to work with. He wouldn't have expected Dens to have had that plant away instantly, and he would have had time to easily contest.
Damage is still having a poor start. He's 0-3 at this stage. We saw it in the hard point. It followed him into the search and destroy, unfortunately, and he does get a kill. Fantastic job by him. Dens gets a big 2-piece, dropping Hopi and Gydra. This is the first time Tainted Minds, other than that previous round.
Oh
Dens doesn't finish it off. Killerpie just makes him pay for it, and it's a 1v3 situation. What can KP do?
Destroy, honestly. He just melted Dens. That was an incredible shot there from him.
Look, all 3 players, though, from Tainted Minds know where he is, and misses 1 shot. Pays for his life. Tainted Minds answering back from that 2-0 deficit quite well. It is level scores at this stage, and high shots from damage. Not much really could be done for Killerpie in that situation. He had all of Tainted Mind right around him. Even if he got that first gunfight, he would have been tagged up enough. Would have been an easy trade. Yeah,
it looks like Tainted like to float back around that lemon area and just basically draw the enemy team out into sort of awkward AR range.
Who would you like to watch coming into this 5th round?
I'm keen with sticking on board with Gydra. I'd like to see how he moves with bomb here. I haven't seen a great deal of good bomb plays out of anyone in the Infinite Warfare just yet, so let's see what he's got to work with.
Tainted Minds have once again gone for that aggression, but found nothing. And this could work well for Prodigy. They haven't wasted any time. Drop that bomb and put the pressure back onto Tainted Minds. Good setup here by Prodigy. If anything, they should be able to walk away with on 1 player spotted. Easy trade out. Killerpie gets another kill. They're just holding the angles. Gydra needs to win this one, but with no ammo, he won't be able to drop players. Dens, Hopi, they pick up respective kills before Gydra does find the kill. Damage, last one alive. He started to heat up a little bit in the search and destroy. It's a 1v2, 15 seconds. I don't think he's going to be able to get this one. He's got to go for the defuse, but was 2 players alive. You don't think it's going to happen. Work towards those score streaks instead. Good setup by Prodigy Esports. Very well executed.
Yeah, pretty well executed in all honesty. I think the main flaw of Tainted Minds and how that was so easy for that bomb to go down is because Tainted aren't sending anyone out to the bomb, to the B bomb site to defend it, or to at least poke it in check. They've just counted on aggression up on the A site.
During the hardpoint retaliation, we saw no E-Rad play. Now in this search and destroy throwback, a few players have decided to pick up. We saw Hopi at the start use it. Yep. Do you feel as though the E-Rad, especially on throwback as a map, with search and destroy, is as effective as your standard K-bars?
It can be a little bit difficult to use on a lot of the longer sight lines, but especially in middle is where it comes into play. And I mean, it can work perfectly for Nimble and for Schism if they're going to be aggressive up in that middle map, and we see a lot more A's.
2v2, damage, drops Hopi to create that situation. Killer Pie is still rocking this sniper rifle. Squizm, though, he's not loud on the stage because he's only got 1 kill. As you do see Nimble and Damage, they want to just escort each other throughout this map. Rotations coming through, and look at Damage, bottom right-hand side. Very close to picking up more score streaks. That could be a huge influence on the upcoming rounds if he gets another kill.
Yeah, I mean, it's finally taken, what is it, like, we're into 6 rounds of S&D for Damage to heat up.
What can Killer Pie do, though? He has a fantastic line of sight here. Squizm wants to be aggressive. Can he find one of the players? He's not joking around here, but that scoreboard is starting. This is huge. Squizm's got himself in this. Oh, goes for the ground and pound. He gets turned on. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Tainted Mind somehow actually get that round. Squizm got himself in a fantastic situation. He managed to sneak his way in, and I don't know what he was thinking going for that ground and pound. Just hold the right trigger and take him out.
I think he's looking for the disrespect play there, honestly, and that's the sort of stuff that you really want to sort of, I don't know, solidify that the Tainted Minds suck, basically.
Do you think that's a bit of inexperience coming in from Squizm? Seems like this is his first CWL event.
No, that's definitely just overconfidence and ego. I kind of like it, even though it didn't work.
If it worked, it would have been awesome.
I
think we can 100% agree on that. Into round 7 we go. Both of these teams, it's looking like the hard point in terms of being hotly contested. Tainted Minds, so haven't had that slow start. And that is, oh no, Gydra takes out Dens but drops Squizm in the process. That could come back to hurt them as 2 players have died. Hope he lost his life early on. But look, Killer Pie and Gydra are still alive. If anyone, I want Gydra alive on my team in this situation.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's 8-5 right now, though. It could be a little bit scary here because Nimble and Damage both have their payloads.
Bomb down. Gydra just wants to suss this one out. I think Tainted Minds actually know this. Look at their setup, and good read by them. Nimble spots Killer Pie coming into his line of sight, and now they start to move as a unit. This should be an easy round for Tainted Minds to clutch up, and they do so. We're starting to see the payloads come into effect. Tainted Minds, they now have that lead. Is this going to be a similar situation in the hardpoint where Prodigy come out strong, but Tainted Minds just end up out-muscling them?
Yeah, honestly, I think that's what's going to happen again here. Those payloads are pretty big. I'm not sure how close the guys of Prodigy are to their own payloads, so we'll see what happens.
Tainted Minds did say this is one of their better maps, and that's starting to come through. Squizm 1 and 4 though. He needs to heat up. He needs to get some energy going. He was so loud in map number 1. Maybe he's lost his vocal cords. I don't know, but that's not what you want to see. He does drop a kill onto Dens, but trading it out super quick. Nimble's going to get this plant. He's picked up that Scarab, active camo, more score streaks, another round. Tainted Minds, they should be able to clean this one up very easily.
Yeah, it looks like 10 has adjusted pretty comfortably to what Prodigy are doing and countering them.
So, kind of like the same situation that we saw in the hardpoint,
yeah,
where Prodigy had a bit of an unorthodox style, caught Tainted Minds in an uncomfortable situation. They've read the style of which Prodigy are going for, and it seems like it's easy for them now.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, so it looks like we're going to see potentially a middle or an A stack here. I think we need to see a little bit more of the A's and just a quick plants down from Prodigy here. I wouldn't mind seeing some smokes to at least get this bomb down quickly. It looks like we see some good aggression from Hopi.
Oh, Nimble uses that active camera and it works out well, but he picks up all the score streaks, doesn't get the chance to use them, unfortunately.
That's a really big kill there on Nimble. Not having score streaks in this last round, Nimble would definitely be burning those as quick as possible.
You'd think he would have just hidden and used them, but I think the fact that Damage also had his, it wasn't a priority. Gydra has had a fantastic map so far. He's definitely a standout player for Prodigy in this map, but he's in a 1v3. Luckily, Nimble's dead, and they don't have to sweat about any score streaks.
Oh, no.
And that's a few shaky shots. That's going to cost him in the end. Tainted Minds, once again, this feels like what we said in the hard point. Started off shaky, and they pull out strong.
Guys, what an